Okay, so this video, I want to go into another hookers post acceptance of fucking being fucked up of doing process of being a hooker, and she pretty much realizes when it's all over, like all of them do, when the ride's over, they all of them will inevitably age out. Now, with that being said, there are some women who do genuinely get in porn strictly because they like to fuck a lot. Okay, and these women, I'm usually great at sniffing out these women by how they walk, talk, and fuck. I'm usually really now. I'm not gonna say I have 100% efficiency rate at it, but I can usually tell by how women walk, talk, and fuck if they genuinely do porn because they just like to fuck, or they're doing porn for pretty much all the superficial reasons. For attention, for attention and money, or the possibility to get what they call a higher value man. I'm usually I'm usually good at sniffing these out. For instance, Brie Olson. I don't know if anybody may remember her, but Brie Olson was like the best petite white girl back in the day. As far as like just strictly from her looks, she could just like you could just jack off to her just walking type. Because she was just like she had this perfect like schoolgirl, girl next door look to her type of shit. But she was also fucking on camera. So it was like back in the day, she was definitely everybody. If you're like 30 and over, you know who Brie Olson is. And what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to go to her Instagram page because see in this interview this was in 2006. She's hitting a wall, but it's not like all like she's hitting a wall because she suffered mental damage by this point. Like the last bitch I did with about escort and ruin her life. Brie Olsen at 2006, she was hitting the mental wall from realizing, okay, see this whole interview is going to be of her, crying pretty much because, like I said in the last video with the other girl, because she realized that she's getting pushed out the market. It's not about the money. This is why I said with these types of bitches, it's not about the money. They get especially Brie Olsen, she got real popular and she got in with higher groups of guys. It's not about the money with these bitches. It's about they'll be mad because they're getting pushed out, that they're not the number one anymore. This is why women get mad in these interviews and cry and try to come up with any kind of way they can come up with being the victim. Oh, they make fun of me because I do porn now. Like, bitch, you didn't care when you were 21 and was doing porn, and you was at Charlie Sheen's party, and everybody introduced you as the porn star bitch. You didn't give a fuck back then because you were winning as a woman. This is what I'm trying to say all the time. The only time women get mad is when when it starts to dawn on them that they're losing as a woman. So anyway, I'm gonna start the video.
The words are something that I didn't expect to affect me in my everyday life. So when I go out, I feel as if I'm wearing slut across my forehead.
See, yeah, the only reason this is a problem, like I just said, okay, when she was an active slut, it wasn't a problem. It was not a problem. She was an active slut for 6, 7 years, got around, all the money, got around the guy, what they call high value men and all that bullshit. She got it then. You see, it was not a problem. This is why I say feminist or any woke woman is a woman who is pretty much a woman who has realized she is now going to start losing or has been losing as woman, as attraction is getting attention. She was a slut the whole time. It was never a problem as while she was winning. This is why I say when women are 20 and they're moderately attractive, they don't know how to spell feminism. They don't care about equality. They don't give a fuck. You never hear Maxim models and Playboy models talking about feminism. You're never going to hear it because that's not what women. It's the female mind. Woman only cares when woman starts to lose as woman. She doesn't care about money at this point. She's losing as woman. And see, when she wins as woman, she knows if she wins as woman, that means man will just give her money. But see, now she has to actually start thinking, so like she's been knocked down to that working class woman. At this point, she can't go out there and fucking suck dick anymore and within 3 hours of looking for a gig, find one and make some money real quick. Just wearing a tight skirt, smile, and shake her ass. She can't make that money anymore that fast. That's where the problem is.
Names that people have called me, it's as if you could take out those names and print them and put a ribbon around my whole body of all the names and things that people say to me on the internet. That's how I feel when I walk outside the door. I can't.
Yeah, you see, yeah, she feels when she walks outside the door at 30. She feels like that now. At 20, she would have printed out every time somebody said slut on a piece of paper, made a sexy bathing suit out of it, and got fucked in it on camera when she was 20. That's exactly what she would have done. At 30, I'm not 20 anymore, so there's new bitches out now. So now I'm mad, I'm angry. That's all it is. That's all it is, man.
I came from the adult industry, but then I transitioned into the mainstream industry, but I encountered a lot of issues with my transition and people not accepting me into the mainstream world. So I have really gotten to the point where there are days to weeks at a time where I don't leave my house
because you have to face the reality that you're aging and the ride's over, and you're never going to be what Brie Olson used to be. That's why you hate that. That's exactly why you hate. You don't even want to leave your house because the reality is it hurt. And like I said, I'm gonna pull up her Instagram after this, and you're gonna see where she was. She got fat. She definitely got fat. Like she don't even look this good anymore. Oh yeah, they turned off the comments. I'm sure they did turn the comments off because they probably roasted her ass to Kingdom Come. Anyway.
I don't feel like facing the world of what has been created out there for me.
Yeah. See, pay attention to what she's saying. She doesn't want to face the world based off of what's been created for her. Yeah, and this is what's been created for her. When, like I said, when she was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, she would have taken every time some guy called her a slut or a girl called her a slut, printed it out, made a sexy bathing suit and hat out of it, and got fucked on camera, and would have kept going with it. It was not a problem. See, what has been created for her now is she's aged. She's hitting the mental wall. She's starting to put the math together that there's just going to be 4 other Brie Olsons that are 19 coming out next year, and I can't keep up with them. Oh my God, what am I going to do? My only weapon in the world was being cute and sucking dick. And now guys can go get that from the newer models. So what do? I don't know. Oh my God. But maybe if I put on makeup, I can still look like I'm 19. I can do my hair. I can still keep my young girl accent. I can still talk like I'm 19. But it doesn't work, and she knows it. She's just fooling herself. But like she's fat now. She okay. The good news about her is this. The good news is she hit the physical wall so hard now that even if they looked her name up and seen this picture, they wouldn't think it was the same woman. They would, unless like they did other math, like, oh well, she was from Indiana too, and she did, she's the same age as you, but she can't be you. That's the only plus about in her situation because she hit the physical wall. Like she doesn't look this good anymore. This is finished. Like nowhere near. Like if you put this girl in a room and put what she looks like now in a room, you probably wouldn't guess it was you. At best, you would think they were sisters.
I get so disappointed when I go out and I meet a new friend, and then it turns out they don't want to be my friend anymore. Or I go out and I don't know. I just hear things and or witness things. It's really easier for me just to stay inside my house.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's also, this is another part. See, people don't want to be your friend no more, blah, blah, blah. See, she knows the exact reason why all this is happening. She knows, but see, she's trying to do a mental gymnastic to fight through it in some ridiculous feminine delusion that there will be a fountain of youth that she can go get. Look, bitches have been screaming for a fountain of youth since the beginning of time. You can look at any fairy tale. Every woman wants a fountain of youth. Women got so fucking delusional by it that that queens back in them old times, queens would literally send out men to go kill all the younger women for their blood so they can drink the younger girls' blood. That's real shit. Like that Dracula shit. That's there was like Google female Dracula or woman Dracula. That's real shit. Women like queens and women who had resources in the old times. That's what they used to do. They would go out. They would send the peasant men out, pay them probably a little extra money to go kidnap young pretty girls, kill them so the woman so the older queen, the aged queen, could drink their blood in hopes of being young again. This is a constant. This is why I say like the women that they are inevitably all of them will face this grim reality. The only thing is how hard will they face it. Now, if they're already kind of fucked up and ugly, well, they're already used to the world. Or if you're a woman who just genuinely just likes to fuck, then those women don't have a problem. Like, see, women like I don't know if you know this porn star. Her name's Holly Berry. Holly Berry is one of them. She just likes to fuck, and she just happened to be on camera doing it. What I think what she said she hated actually working and she loved the fuck and she was always that bitch. She was always into like swingers clubs and shit like that. She's from a young age, but you could tell like how Holly Berry walks, talks, and fucks. Like this is just what she does. Whether if she looked like how she looks or if she gained 300 pounds, she would just be a woman who just likes to fuck. Whereas see, these Brie Olsen bitches, they're not those types of bitches. These Brie Olsen bitches got high off the attention. You see, they got high off being number one in men's minds or at the club. They got high off of that. It wasn't the fucking was what was doing it. It was they was getting high off all the superficial shit. You see, that was going to inevitably leave them in this boat. See, the reason why nobody wants to be her friend anymore, she knows exactly why. The reason why is because they were her friend because she was young and pretty and they all wanted to fuck her. And she knew it. Don't get it twisted. She knew it exactly. But where all women fuck up is this. She thought it would last forever. And it can't. And I don't know why this hits them all like a freight train when it happens. All this shit, it hits them like like they get so caught up in the high from it that none of them see age just setting in. They can't see it. And then you end up like this.
And not put myself out there for hurt. Is that I gave up between $30,000 and $60,000 a month, and I could just go back to porn today and still make that.
Okay, first off, yeah, okay, I highly doubt. Well, she probably did make that at one time, and probably because she was like, hanging out with Charlie Sheen, motherfuckers that make $2 million a month. She was probably running around and had 3 Charlie Sheens around her. There was probably a time when she did it. She can't go out there and make no 30,000-60,000 a month now. And when this video was made, especially not now because she's just fucked up now. But when this video was made in 2016, she couldn't go out. She's lying. That line right there was nothing but dumb bitchinese for. I'm going to project that I'm worth more. That way, people think I'm worth more and will have more respect for me. I guarantee she would not go out there and make 30 or 60,000 a month when this video was made. That was a pure bold-faced fucking lie, and she knows it. But she knows there's no way you could really prove it, so she can just say it. All right? Like I said, unless she was prostituting for Charlie Sheen, which Charlie Sheen done moved on. All right? He moved on after he got done fucking the bitch. See, that's when all that, like the last bitch with escort ruined her life, that's when the hamster wheels start to turn. They start to see, like, uh-oh. You mean Sarah coming out next year out of high school would just take all my glory? Oh, I'm so hurt. How do I fix it? It's the same shit.
I could go back to porn and make $20,000 just in 1 week if I wanted to.
That she knows that's a lie. She know when she said that, and this she knows she could when she was 22, probably. And on top of that, she got with the right motherfuckers. But she knows that's in 2016. Look, this day and age, see, she's one of them bitches who Brie Olsen in this video is one of them bitches who's just out of time. Like it was both ways, and literally and figuratively. She's literally out of time because she just aged, but she's figuratively out of time because Brie Olsen came up in a time period where motherfuckers legit had to pay for porn, right? people had to legit like there wasn't any such thing as Pornhub back. These hub and tube websites, XTube, whatever all that shit is, wherever that shit is. This shit didn't exist back then. Or if it did, like a lot of people just didn't know about it. You see, and also porn was still kind of stigmatized, blah blah blah. People weren't anywhere near as widely open. So like she came up in a time where yeah, she probably could get that much money back then doing it because the market was still sanctioned off to strictly having to pay to see tits. Whereas now, bitch, I can Google your videos and find full lengths of it for free and beat my dick off to it and keep going. Don't nobody got to pay for this shit, pay that much money for you no more. That whole pornography market have fell off. She's just completely out of space and out of time. That's what it is. Nobody's gonna pay. No, at 2000, okay, so she was what, maybe like 27, 28 in this video? Nobody's paying $20,000 for some 30-year-old pussy. Bitch, nobody's doing it. A motherfucker with that kind of money would rather just fly to Thailand and pay a bitch $100 for a whole night and do exactly what the fuck all the disgusting things he want to do to her for $100. And then a plane ticket's gonna be $1,500, so he spent under $2,000 for a bitch to do everything he want to do with. Instead of some fucking old fucking like women delusion is just great within women. It really is.
This week, and I don't because that's how much I don't want my photos on the internet. People treat me as if I am a pedophile. They don't treat me like an ex-sex worker. They treat me like I would somehow be damaging to children.
Yeah, and she would be. And I'll tell you exactly why. See, she thinks it's going to be damaging in the sense of people think that she's going to sexually molest them or some shit like that. No, I don't believe that for a second. I would not feel weird about, I wouldn't assume she would like damage a child like that. What I would be, okay, the reality is, see, and this is where bitches like to leave out key fucking points and shit. Like, they really do. Because, see, she's not going into how Kris Jenner fired her because Kris Jenner hired her to be a fucking babysitter and the bitch came out with her tits hanging out in front of little kids. See, the reason why nobody wants you around their kids is because you don't have any sense of fucking reality. You have no sense of decency. You see, you look decent in it because they probably bought that sweater for you and, told you to tone it down a few notches. But see, this is why I say, like, see, women who get too much power at too young ages are forever damaged. They cannot revert that shit. Just like I said in a video a while back, women in the military, there's a see, women in the military and porn stars, those two women are the two worst as far as being independent and shit like that, because see, they got too much power, and their power, they had get both of the equivalent. What they both had is this: they both had pretty much guaranteed housing. Porn stars because they just sucking dick. Military because they're in the military. Two, they were always around powerful men in some form, or power. They would get filtered off to a powerful man. So the powerful man's going to come off like he has no fucking, decency when he really does. He's just doing it for her. But she's born into that, to not having any decency. So she's not going to know how to act properly. She's not going to know how to dress properly in front of children. She doesn't know how to teach a child any legit fucking logic. She doesn't know because her adulthood was thrusted into, literally and figuratively, she was thrusted into doing whatever she felt like doing. So she doesn't know how to operate with any decency and respect in relation to what other people might see. She doesn't know. See, she's putting this act on in front of camera, but I guarantee that bitch is off the chain in real life. Well, she done got fat for real now, but that bitch is off the chain in real life.
Simple question, like, how would you like to be treated?
Oh my gosh, I've never thought about that. God, that is so simple. I guess, I would, wish that people would treat me how they would treat a married, registered nurse with 2.5 kids in Indiana.
Okay, so step one. Any man who ever grew up with a sister knows what I'm getting ready to say is true. The only time a woman cries is when the only time a woman genuinely is crying is either one, when she's completely alone, or two, she like legit just broke her fucking arm in front of you, some shit like that. Like those are the only two ways a woman is gonna cry in front of you and it's gonna be genuine. Okay? There's only two I'm sorry, there's only two ways. Those are the only two times a woman cries. And you can believe it. Is when she's alone in her room by herself. And the only other way is genuine, and where people might see her is genuine and it's not some manipulation shit, is when she broke her fucking leg like in front, like she fell down the stairs in front of you and broke her goddamn leg. Any other time they cry, don't fucking believe that shit for a second. And if they're crying in public talking about their boyfriend or whatever the fuck, don't buy it. Women do not use women. It's not the same with men and women. Like men will cry. Like if men do cry, it'll be like some real shit. It's the opposite with women, man. If you see a woman crying, don't unless, like I said, unless you literally watch her fall down the stairs in front of you and her leg is bent backwards and she's crying or some shit. And a lot of times women won't even cry off of that, for real. Because I remember my ex-wife broke her fucking arm, and they won't even cry. They'll just be in a lot of pain, but they won't cry. But like, man, like don't. So that's step one. Step two, and that whole little sprint right there. The proper question would have been to ask her, what did you want people to think of you when you were 20 versus now? See, because the reality, the real answer to that is this. She never had to think about it because she was being fulfilled as woman from whatever action she was doing at the time. So in her history, it was fucking on camera. So she was getting all this attention. She was being fulfilled as woman. She didn't have to think about how she wanted to be viewed because her as woman was being fulfilled. You see what I'm saying? See, now when she's realizing she's aged now. She's realizing there's newer Brie Olsons coming out every fucking year now after her. She's realized, so now she has to think, oh my God, like now I actually have to think about how I can be perceived and what people may think of me. Now I actually have to think. You see how that plays out? And see, now step three, the usual dumb bitch answer to try to say what they want to be or what they want people to see them. See, these bitches are dumb, and you'll see this in online dating a lot too. See, this is usually the clear cut fact of how you can tell when a bitch is just so mentally fucked up. It's just unbelievable. See, these bitches are dumb. They don't know professions. Okay, so when they ask you about like what job would you like or what blah 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 da da, they will always say I want to be a nurse, I want to be a teacher, basic shit, healthcare shit, shit like that. I even see that it had 5,004 likes and 6,000 dislikes. They roasted her ass to Kingdom Come. I know they did. I had to turn off the comments. She got roasted so hard. She got burnt up roasted. She had more dislikes than she got likes for this, and with 2 million views too. So and it's labeled "Real Women, Real Stories." Oh, so feminists was in here. They was even roast her for that shit because she's prettier than a lot of them. Well, at this point in time, she was prettier than a lot of feminists, so they hate her just for that. But yeah, when a woman, okay, if a woman is not a nurse and she says she wants to be a nurse or wants to be seen as a nurse, that's another clear sign that she is fucked up. She's fucked up.
That's how I wish people would treat me.
Fake crocodile tears. Crocodile tears. Don't pay that shit any fucking attention. It's crocodile tears. Like I said before, the only time a woman genuinely cries is when she's alone or if she's in severe pain. Any other time she cries, don't buy that shit at all. Ever. Ever.
How would that change your life if you treated you that way?
I would be so happy.
You know what's fucked up? She's so fucked up. She don't even know what happiness is. Okay, she doesn't know. She doesn't know what happiness is in her own world and in her own mind. Like her happiness stemmed from before. It stemmed from getting attention from that validation from men. That's where her happiness was before. So now she doesn't even know her happiness is for real. She really doesn't. And yeah, she really doesn't.
I don't know. I never even thought about that before.
Yeah, now that's true because she never had to think about it. Now that's probably the only real shit she actually said in the whole interview. I never thought about that because she never had to. You're getting attention from men. You were winning as woman. You were young. You people were giving you money. They wanted to see you on camera. That's all she had to have in life. So she never had to think. You see what I'm saying? She never had to.
But it'll never happen.
Yeah, and that's true too. You know, yep, it'll never happen. That's true.
Probably why I don't think about it.
Yeah, yeah, it'll never happen. And see, like, and don't get this shit twisted too. This is another thing I don't want people to get twisted. She knows it'll never happen, but she tried to use that sentence in the context of it will never happen because I am a victim of prostitution. I'm sorry, of prostitution, but I'm a victim because I'm an ex-porn star. That's what she tried to use it in that context of why it never happened. The reality of why it will never happen is because she will never be 20 years old again and be fulfilled in any kind of way. She will never. So and also she's been ran through by 50. She's been on what they call the cock carousel by 50 billion men. So she can't feel anything. She doesn't have the slightest idea of who or what she actually is on her own. This is why I say women in this position, these are walking balls of misery. Sure, they might look good with their tits hanging out their fucking turtleneck, but when she actually has to sit up and exist in the world and just be without any male validation, that's when you see all that shit come out. She's fucked up. These women are it's really like the prettier they are, the worse they end up later on. Because the prettier they are, they're so used to getting all this attention just for being pretty. So for when they inevitably will lose it, they don't even know what they are. See, this coronavirus did a great job exposing a lot of it. Because a lot of women found out after this coronavirus that they're genuinely not interesting people, and literally all they know how to do is go to work and spend money. They don't have any hobbies. You see, because like I said in a video a while back, a woman's loyalty is to protection. She don't give a damn about no damn hobby. All right, hobbies are for kids. Her loyalty is to protection. So some women, they got to work a job. That job is her protection. Other women it's hooking for the right man, and that man is her protection. That's her. See, this is why, like with the coronavirus, all this isolation shit, and people couldn't go to work and couldn't go out nowhere. A whole lot of women found that out firsthand. Like, look, I'm really not worth shit. Like, I mean, they know they ain't worth shit originally, but then when that coronavirus hit, that amplified it. Because now they really seen, okay, look, all I know how to do is spend money and shit. Now I got to do the worst thing for me to do, for a woman to do. I have to sit up with myself. Because nobody will even fuck me now because they're scared they're going to get sick. I'm telling you, videos from a while back. Once a woman realizes she cannot be desirable to men anymore and all shit like that, or she can't get attention, she will start consider suicide. She will start considering suicide. It's what women do. They need that attention. They need that validation. Sex just kind of fell into it for them on accident, but they need that. They're like children and babies. Like they need that attention, or they start, or that they will want to kill themselves. I just watched a video on Facebook actually about this dude's son. He killed himself from his quarantine shit. He couldn't have a birthday party. He fucked up his video game and he hung himself. The little boy hung himself. He was 12 years old. It's a fucked up story. But that's woman, child, and babies. Like they need that validation. Without that validation, they're gonna start considering suicide. And coronavirus wrecked a lot of it just destroyed a lot of women out there. There's a lot of women, man, they are hurt from this shit. They're hurt because because the last thing, especially like brothel workers specific, I'm thinking about them now. The last thing that they ever had to worry about was a man not wanting to fuck them. See, a lot of women, that is their backup plan in life. If as long as a man wants to fuck me, I can get paid. And coronavirus destroyed that. Men won't even go up to. They closed the brothels down. They won't pay for. They shut that down, and that destroyed women. It's fucked up. It's not fucked up. It's funny.
I learned that there are some things that no matter how open-minded you are, other people will never be, and that you shouldn't do. And I send a very strong message to young girls: don't do porn, because as much I understand it, you want to embrace your sexuality, you want to say screw the man, screw whatever, like I can do what I want with my body, but you're just gonna have a life of crap in front of you and dealing with people and companies, and there's companies are allowed to turn you down for work because of anything they want.
You see, yeah, and see, this is a whole nother part right here. Now, so like I said, she's not mad because, life is so bad because I'm stigmatized as I was an ex-porn star. It's not about that. It really, like the intricacies, it really is not about that at all. Maybe some people don't want you working around kids. I can see that. But as far as legit, well, she doesn't have any education. So where is she actually going to go work? Let's do the math on her. She when she hit 18, she went and did porn. She has no education. She has no skills or training other than looking cute and getting fucked. So where would she actually go apply for a job at? You see what I'm saying? So in her realm, because the reality of her life situation is this. Okay, she has no education. She has no skills, no trades. Her only trade is opening a hole and getting naked. Okay? So with those qualifications, she's still stuck in working like a job any 16-year-old can go out there and get, which is still a benefit for her because, in those worlds don't have a lot of money. So she's going to walk up in there. She could just suck her dick to the way off to the top again. But see, the thing is, her hypergamy went so far in the direction of the super rich guys to where she can't even break down to go work, a regular job anymore. She's going to want to work a job that has some respect, some legit worldwide respect attached to it. But she has no skills. So she can't go out and get it. She's talking out her fucking ass right now. And she's leaving out key points. I guarantee you, Kmart will hire her. Well, Kmart, I don't know, Kmart's still around. But I guarantee you, like some little basic company will hire her just because she looks cute and she knows how to read. They'll hire her to be a fucking a receptionist or some shit to welcome you into some fucking car club meeting or some shit like that. But like I said, it ain't enough money in there because her dopamine receptors are burnt out from getting plowed from Charlie Sheen and getting $20,000 a week. She can't go down to $20,000 a year. That would be fucking torture for her. See, there's a lot she's leaving out. The intricacies is what she's leaving out. That hypergamy done kicked in. Now she can't go back down. She can't go down to normalcy now. This is why people don't want her around kids. It's not because she's gonna be like sexually molesting the kids. It's that she has no real world awareness to shit. Especially, not to say, okay, now if she had some education under her belt where she could market herself, she had some degrees or something like that. Now I say, okay, yeah, now she might actually be on to something. Because go back. I don't know how much you may know about porn stars, but go look into porn stars who actually have degrees, like Tara Patrick. Tara Patrick is a perfect one. Tara Patrick is college educated. And she ain't running around talking, oh my God, people do blah, 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 blah. See, the bitches, the porn, because there are a lot of porn, what's that bitch's name? Fuck. I got her face in my head, but I can't, in her body. But there's a lot of bitches out there who have legit college degrees and just did porn because they figure whatever the fuck, I have this education to fall back on. What is that bitch's name? I can't even think of how to Google her because I can't think of her name right now. Oh, Raven. Fuck, I'm gonna remember as soon as I click off this shit. Watch, I know I'm gonna remember it as soon as I click off this shit. I'm googling on my phone while I'm talking. But hang on. I'm googling it now. But yeah, see the reason why she is so fucking she's so mad is because she's just completely in a fucking pickle. Completely. She has no skills. She has no trades other than opening a hole and sucking dick. And but she still has but she's left over with this taste for the finer things in life. Well, you can't do that when all you did was literally open your holes and suck dick for the last 8 years, and you literally studied nothing but how to put on makeup better to get to suck more dick. You can't that fine taste is over, and that's where the entire crisis comes. I thought I just found that's not her. It looks like her. That's where the entire crisis comes in. Anyway, what I'm looking up, I'm trying to look up the other porn star. She was real popular for a while, and but porn moves so fast nowadays you can't even find her now. But this bitch had a degree in biochemistry or something like that. A lot of some of these porn stars like they're legit educated, and the point I'm trying to make is this: those girls who went off and got that education first and then went into porn, you don't hear about them doing. Oh my God, I'm just a victim. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. See, that's what I said in the last video with them Jenner. See, when women got their own resources to fall back on, they're far more wild. They don't got that's why I say like the women in the military. They got their own resources to fall back on. So they not sitting up, fucking, in panic trying to please Danny Daniels. Danny Daniels looks like the one I'm looking for. That's not her. I can't find it. But see, anyway, where I was going with that is when women have their own resources to fall back on any kind of way, they not sitting up here trying to play victim and all this shit like that. They try to please, another higher value man to come in there and take care of them. Like Tara Patrick, I'm sure Tara Patrick's still sucking dick for money, but she's legit college educated. Like she knows she can fall back. Holly Berry was another one. She's not anywhere near as popular, but she's legit educated too. She don't have to go out and suck dick for money. She wants to, and I don't blame her because it's going to make her more money. But she has her own education to fall back on. But see, these Brie Olsen bitches, they got their heads gassed up too young and went out at 18 and said, fuck the world, I'm living up life right now. See, these are the ones, there are all these videos. What's the other one? Jesse James, is that the bitch name? She was doing the same. I'll do another video on Jesse James. Like, I got to get ready to leave out in a minute. But Jesse James was another one. Another dumbass bitch who got her head hyped up too much when she was 18 and went on the cock and drug carousel for fucking 10 years and woke up at 30, 31. Oh my God, what did I do? And ended up fucked up.
And they have morality clauses. You can never work with children after you do porn. You can never work in a medical field after you do porn. And these are things that teenage girls don't think about. You think that you're a teenager, it's fun, you're making money, and that's the truth. It is, and there's nothing wrong with porn. But how people treat you for the rest of your life, it's not worth it. I definitely think that it's time.
See, and what she said, how people treat you for the rest of your life. What she's really saying is how people start ignoring you for the rest of your life. Because people aren't just walking up to this bitch calling her a whore, ex-porn star, slut. People aren't doing that. What she's really saying is this. Okay, what she means by how people will treat you for the rest of your life, see, that's dumb bitchinese for people will ignore you for the rest of your life because the younger models came out. That's what she means.
For people to respect sex workers and respect women in total. Absolutely.
Real women. You gotta love this shit. So, real women. Real stuff. Man, that bitch is a slut. Get that fucking hoe out of here. She's mad because the ride's over. That's all. Anyway, I gotta get it going, man. I'm out.